My name's Tiana and I've recently just got out of an 8-year age gap DV relationship with my ex who I was with for 1.5 years, and it fucked me up really badly, and I'm away from him and I'm safe now. But I want to share what I learned about trauma bonds getting as a young girl and DV itself. Now, I'm not saying what I'm about to say is correct. It's literally what I've learned. Like, I'm not an advocate or anything like that. I'm just a girl who wants to share my journey on the internet. But in the middle of August, when I got out of that dissociation numb phase, I really sat down with myself and I said, okay, let's be emotionally aware about what's going on, because that's the kind of person that I am. Like, I really love learning what is going on in my life and like why I'm feeling the way I'm feeling, you know, because when trauma impacts the brain, sometimes it can block the actual event out, but like you can still feel what's going on, like the subconscious triggers, if that makes sense. And I was having a lot of subconscious triggers because when I was in my relationship with my ex, I was in psychosis for months on end. And psychosis is when, like, the best way I could describe it, if you had seen me, I was this skinny 55-kilo 17-year-old hanging out with a big buff man, and like I was on the pipe every day, I was on the GHB every day, and I just lost who I was. It was like he was controlling me with puppet strings. I barely remember that time that I had with him in certain months of the 18 months, if that makes sense. So when I sobered up and I started talking to him, because he was locked up in jail, like over the phone, I was like, what the fuck went on? And he manipulated situations. He took that control. And so now that like I'm out of that relationship, and the more that I've stayed sober, the more that my memories come back, and the more that I've learned about all this stuff, the more memories are coming back, if that makes sense. So I'm really excited to share this. Okay, so what is a trauma bond? Now, I didn't know this before now. The definition of a trauma bond that I've got here is: a trauma bond in a relationship is an intense emotional attachment that forms between a person and someone who is repeatedly hurts, manipulates, or abuses them. Yeah, hey, I'm a victim to that. I was really shocked when I learnt these next few things. It's more like an emotional glue created by isolated reinforcement, examples being periods of kindness, apologies, or affection mixed with abuse or neglect. Now, that abuse can be financially, emotionally, spiritually, physically, psychologically. It doesn't matter. Abuse is abuse, and you need to remember that, because I forgot that until I learned about this. Fear and dependency, examples being the victim/survivor may come to feel that they need the other person, the perpetrator, for safety, approval, or even survival. I literally went through that, bro. Like, when I was stuck in the car and like I was going from hottie to hottie through like New South Wales and Queensland with this man, psychosis out of my fucking head. It cracked out of my head, bro. Like, I didn't know where I was. Like, he literally made me feel like I could not conquer anything unless he was by my side. And that progressed the more I stayed with him. But I didn't realize that at the time. Like, I literally didn't realize that until I like got out of the relationship, and like a month and a half out of the relationship. Shared high stress experience